Hello, everyone. Once again, this is Dare to Speak. And I want to talk about something that I think is pretty, I would say, interesting more than scary. And it involves the Ouija board. Something that I did back in, my God, like more than 20 years. I forgot exactly how many years. Could have been 1996, I believe. The summer of 1996. I was about 24 years old. I was with my younger sister, and I had a Ouija board made for me. I did, I did the design. I cut out capital letters, and I put it on a rectangular sheet of paper, and I drew like a sun and a moon, and did whatever. And I took it to a guy who works at a laser engraving company, a small business, whatever. And it came out nice. It came out really nice. But I had to make my own planchette. So I took a piece of wood and I did my own planchette thing. Anyways, I used it, and a lot of my friends used it, and things like that. But at that time, there was a lot of negativity in the house to begin with, because we were being messed with by negative entities. Call them what you will. And sleep paralysis was happening during that time too. But we used the Ouija board a lot. Usually me and my sister, and sometimes my younger brother's friends would come over and we would mess with it in the basement at night. While sometimes we would DJ or do something in the next room while us were in the other room in the basement, and just started messing with it, asking it questions and doing this and that. Not so much scary stuff happened involved with that at first, but I decided actually to do some kind of experiment. Me and my younger sister, we took, for those of you who know that board game that's called Ask Xandar. There's a board game, and then there's a crystal ball with a wizard inside of it. And then once you turn it on, and you put your hand over it, and it makes like a thunder sound, like a swishing sound too. And then you ask it questions, and then it answers. And they'll say, according to my crystal ball, definitely, or no way, or whatever answers that it makes, because it does different answers at random. So we decided to have the crystal ball wizard right next, like about a good, I would say 2 feet away from us, close to the board, on my bed. It was just me and my sister at night. So we decided to mess with it, and we did get creeped out for some reason because of whatever it was we were talking to. It was saying some things that were kind of disturbing. I told my sister to keep calm about it and stuff like that. But I started to feel so creeped out, and I felt that it was making us more and more intense with the fear. And then the crystal ball, because what we're supposed to do is we ask it a question, and then whatever answer it says, and then we ask Xandar if he agrees with that, and we put our hand over it, and the swishing sound and the thunder or whatever, and then it answers whatever it answers. I don't know, something stupid and creative we wanted to do, something kind of like we thought it was neat. At least 3 times it made the thunder sound by itself, and nobody touched it. not me, not her. She got so scared, especially after the third time, that it just started making a thunder sound by itself, and we weren't anywhere near it. And she says, "I don't want to play anymore. I want to stop." And she says, "Okay, to stop." But it wasn't because there was an evil spirit in there. The explanation to that was the arousal of fear sends out a vibration of energy, and the vibration of energy goes in any direction. So it went into the direction of that crystal ball wizard, and then it turned, and then it made it, activate, making that sound. It was even though we were distant from it, the jolt of energy, of electrical energy, just created a vibration of vibration waves or whatever to the crystal ball, and that's why it turned on and making all those sounds. That was the reason. It wasn't because of an evil spirit. Or it was, even though it could have been, it would have happened the same way. But it wasn't because of that. It was because of the fact of our bodies, or at least mine. I think mostly it was me. It was mostly me that was doing it. So that was pretty freaky. That was pretty intense. But after a while of having it, I had to get rid of it because a lot of strange things were happening in the house. It wasn't caused by the Ouija board. The Ouija board just made it worse. It just made it a lot worse. There was already fire, and all we did was pour gasoline on it, making the flames bigger. That was the trouble that we caused. So we had to get a priest to bless the house and do a cleansing and all this other shit. And I had that board for about, I would say, almost a year. I say about 10 months I had it. I had that board for 10 months. It was beautiful. It was thick, the way the board that he used to make it. And I wish I could have just at least, it was good enough to sell it if I wanted to sell it. But, too much bad energy, so we ended up, before I even threw it away, my neighbor and my brother decided to break it. So we leaned it towards a wall, and they stomped on it and broke it in half, and it broke like a candy bar, just broke in half. And then we decided to just throw it away after it was broken. So with that being said, all this crazy shit. I mean, it wasn't really scary unless you actually experienced it and could picture that in your mind. If there's like a creepy story or anything you want to share with me having to do with the Ouija board. Oh, by the way, I have a Ouija board poster. A nice poster. You might have seen this already. I like the way it's made. It's made real nice. I have it on my door. So it's pretty cool. And I had this poster that I had it done over at Walgreens. I had this for about, I would say, a little over 3 years. I say 3.5 years. About 3.5. So I never really used it to do any kind of seances or whatever. I've been kind of thinking about it, and because it's been a long time that I used it. And of course I would like to do a cleansing before, or whatever, you burn sage before I even do anything, to make sure no negativities around the room. And for those of you who probably seen my videos of the Ouija board do's and don'ts, which is it's mostly for teenagers, for them to know what to do and what not to do, and to be safe and all that. And another one that I did concerning that. I didn't get that many views on it. I was hoping I would get it, especially the second one. Well, anyways, any comments, questions, or anything you want to share with me concerning this, just let me know. And to all of you, take care.